Hello students, welcome to Spectra Education Academy. From today onwards, I am going to explain the concepts of formulas or numericals in the chapter Motion in Planes. This is also one of the chapter in 11th class portion. Okay, let us start motion in plane. So this is topic number 4 in 11th class syllabus, or you can call it as intermediate syllabus. This is topic number 4. Now, when do you say object moving in plane? Let me explain. So you take a room, let us say, like this. So you can give x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. You can give x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. Say by default, we in general take this is y-axis, this is z-axis, this one is x-axis. It is not the compulsion to take like this. Suppose if you take z-axis upwards, you take y-axis like this. This is z-axis, this is y-axis. Suppose when ball thrown at an angle with x-axis, it moves like this and finally reaches here. So what you can say is there is a change of coordinates along both x-axis and y-axis. You can say, so this is y, so this one is x. So there is simultaneous change of x and y coordinates. Suppose if you take this one is say z-axis, this one is z-axis, this one is y-axis. Now you take this is y-axis, this is z-axis. Suppose particle thrown like this. So particle moves like this and finally reaches here. So there is simultaneous change in the coordinates along y and z axis. So what you can write is a body is said to be moving in plane. Means if any two coordinates out of 3 coordinates simultaneously changes. So any two coordinates means maybe xy simultaneously, or yz simultaneously, or zx simultaneously. So 3 axes, 3 pairs. So then you can say body is moving in plane. So here one more thing will come. So for example, this is the point from where you started moving. So there is a possibility for you to go in the positive x direction. So this is positive x direction. So there is also possibility from this point you can go left side, you can give negative x direction. Then you can even go like this upwards. So maybe this is positive y direction. Maybe downwards, negative y direction. So this is right, you can say. This is, you can say, left. This you can say up. This you can say down. Then this you can say towards. So which means you say this is positive z. This is away. This is negative z. So this is away. This is towards. So this is positive z, this is negative z. So it means when body moves in plane, maybe the motion of the body limited to only xz plane. Xz means what? Positive xz. Maybe positive zx. Positive zx means like this, you can draw. Positive xz means you can draw like this. Even possibility also positive xy plane. So therefore, like this. So positive xy plane. So body can move in these ways. So therefore, direction makes an important role when you talk about this particular topic. So we slowly move to the classification. So physical quantities classified into two types based on the direction of motion. Based on the direction of motion. Now, the first one we call it as scalars. Remember, scalars are the physical quantities. The physical quantities. So you may ask me another question, that what is physical quantity? Something which can be measurable with the help of instrument is called as physical quantity. Mass is a physical quantity. We measure mass with the help of common balance, or let us say weight. Then weighing machine, otherwise you call it as. If you multiply with g, you will get the weight. Okay, in the shops they measure only mass, so it is weighing machine. So meter scale is the instrument. With the help of that, we measure length of the body. So the physical quantity which has only magnitude is called scalar quantity. So what are the examples? You can give mass. So mass is measured in kg. You can give length. So length is a scalar. It is measured in meters. So length, you can also take it as a distance. So in another way, distance is a length, path length. Next, volume. It is measured in cubic meter. So these are the examples for scalar quantities. Now moving to vector quantities. So what are vectors? So the physical quantities, the physical quantity which has both magnitude and direction. Physical quantity which has both magnitude and direction is called vectors. Right. So let me give you example. The first example, let me give you displacement. So y direction plays an important role here. I'll tell you one example. Suppose you have invited your friend to come to your home to attend a function. Suppose let us say your friend has got problem that to come to the location, whatever the location you have given. So you will say that you come straight. After entering into a lane, you come straight. You will find a shop there, let us say. Then after that, you'll advise your friend to take right turn. And let us say you say that this is an example, you take it as. So may not be same similar in the ground reality. Okay, so there is a dead end here. So after that dead end, you will advise that your friend to walk straight. So there will be a tree, just a big tree. Against that, my house is there. So you'll advise your friend to reach your home like this. So it means indirectly you are mentioning the direction of motion. So when you talk about certain physical quantities, so you need to mention its direction along with magnitude. So also that particular physical quantity must obey laws of vector addition. So then only we call it as vectors. So displacement is one of the quantity. Then second is velocity. So when you talk about velocity also, you need to mention that whether the motion of the body, left side the x-axis or right side the x-axis, upward x-axis, downward x-axis, upward y-axis, downward y-axis, maybe in the direction of z, the negative, positive, like that. So when you talk about even acceleration, so when body is moving in the plane, its displacement may be in xy plane, yz plane, or zx plane. Similarly, velocity, similarly acceleration, even force also. These are all the examples for vector quantities. So you have even torque is one of the example. Then angular momentum. So these are all the examples of vector quantities. So we mainly focus here vectors. So the flow of the chapter will be like this. First, there will be representation of vector. There will be representation of vector. So how do we represent a vector? So we just write a letter and we put a bar over the letter. Let us say A is a vector. This A can be velocity. This A letter is not the criteria. This A can be velocity. This A can be acceleration. This A can be displacement. Any vector you can choose. So like this. Otherwise, you can bold it. You can bold it. So instead of small letters, you can even take capital letters also. But you have to say that which quantity it is, which vector quantity it is. It may be velocity, or it may be force, or it may be acceleration, it may be momentum. Even here you can include a momentum also. So vector representation is this. So in that, the line segment, so there is a bar, in that particular bar is involved with a line segment. Line segment indicates, so this is the line segment, indicates the magnitude of the vector. Suppose if you choose momentum, magnitude of the vector. If you choose the momentum, suppose let us say momentum is in general we represent with P. Suppose 10 kg meter per second. So 10 is the magnitude. You can say that numerical value of the physical quantity is called as magnitude. So magnitude is numerical value of the physical quantity. And that arrow is there along with the line segment. There is arrow. So arrow indicates the direction. Indicates the direction in which the object is moving. As I just now said, whether is it going in the positive x direction or negative x direction, positive y or negative y, positive z, negative z. So in my next video, I'll continue with that. Even so, there is another way to express the magnitude like this. So this is the way to express the magnitude. So in my next video, I'll continue with the types of vectors. After that, there will be addition, subtraction, multiplication of vectors. Thank you very much for watching my video. But don't forget to share and subscribe with your friends and relatives. Please make your comments in the comment box.